What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your girl Monica Dome, back with Monica Dome reactions. Get in the dome, get in the dome, get in the dome so we can see what's going on. So listen, you guys, this is Monica Dome reactions. I'm here to react on moms and situations and the things that they do that could definitely be better, okay? And for educational purposes, I'm not here to bash anyone, degrade anyone, or just blankly disrespect them. I'm here to offer advice, tips, and suggestions on how I think that they could be a better parent. All right, have a seat so we can talk about it, and especially this one here. Oh my god, quick disclaimer: the things and the people that I react on is not intended to cause harm, offense, or pass judgment on any individual. Please take these comments as personal commentary and not as factual statements about anyone's character or intentions. Thank you so much, Monica Dome. And I also want mothers to remember to embrace motherhood 100%, okay? It's not Times easy. Might get rough, things might get sketchy, but you gotta stick it out, okay? Keep going. And also, you guys, I would like for you guys to help me reach 3,000 subscribers. We are at 2,000 right now. And I really do appreciate all my members and my subscribers. You are greatly appreciated. And I also do want to remind you guys to please don't hesitate to leave a like, share, comment. I really do value you guys' opinions. I really do. But anywho, check it out. What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your girl Monica Dome, back with Monica Dome reactions. So listen, you guys, on your way, making your way into this video, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to comment. I love to listen to what you guys have to say. But anyhow, in this video, Nika is going to talk about, the things that she has put out here on social media, the backlash that she has been getting from outing her kids and telling all of her kids dirty laundry and what's been going on in her house. And it's just very sad. She calls it, creating videos and content for her kids to have memory. No, ma'am, you're just doing this for a check. You're not fooling any of us, Nika. You need to stop getting up here. She proceeds to also say that she's somewhat of a celebrity and on celebrity status, and she has to be somebody because people are talking about her. No, ma'am. What you fail to realize is nobody's talking about you in a good light. She said that people know her name, ma'am. When people type in your name and look up your videos, it's all negative. Okay? Just negative Nancy. For years, we have seen her get up on this camera and treat her kids any kind of way, not keep them clean, not have them looking presentable, and not feeding them any good food. And she wants praises for feeding her kids beanies and weenies and rice every other day. She wants praises for letting her kids sleep on the floor or in the bed with her. She also goes to say that CPS should have never taken her kids because of false allegations. No, ma'am, this is what you told us when they did, tests and things like that on her kids. All bad things came out. And she addresses that too in this video. And like I said, to me, it's just Nika is giving very much so delusional because she thinks in her mind that things are right and the whole world thinks that they are wrong. Everybody in the world can't be wrong and just you be right. No, ma'am. The caseworker popped up over there. It's just a complete mess. Anywho, check it out. Lie after lie after lie. And she still doesn't understand why people call her a bad parent. Like I said, you don't see any other moms sitting up here feeding their kids no beanies and weenies and rice every other day. Check it out.
TikTok 24/7 with me and my children going live and, just doing real stuff, and I stopped doing that, since they got taken out of my care. I stopped doing that. Now if I show them on camera, is it with them eating them or us out doing something? I see a shadow. Oh, that's popping. Otherwise, I just jump on here and see how everybody was doing, because I ain't doing that. Just got off of work, relaxing, while the house quiet anyway. When this time I'm gonna fry chicken. Hey love, Cassandra, how you been? It's gonna be a minute before I fry the chicken. I don't be feel like getting in no kitchen frying no chicken. It be too hot. Now, when I'm in the mood of cooking chicken or cooking food, then I'll get in the kitchen and cook. Today, I don't get in that kitchen and cook until I get ready. But that fried chicken do be good. We had chicken last night. No, yeah, we did. We had air fried chicken. Air fried. You can put chicken in the air fryer and cook it. Still be good. Hey, Queen T. How you doing? A lot of people probably still at work or something going on. Say, hey, Papa. Papa's standing here with his tall self. He like he can't lean down in the camera. He's so tall. There you go, right there.
Nigga still asleep.
I think still asleep. Where the kiddos sleep. Nobody up with me, Naya, and Papa. They giving you hearts already. Y'all say hey to Papa. Dang, they joining. In fact, what? Ain't no way in the world Papa just came in. People just joining 3-4 people at one time. And somebody giving hearts. Who giving hearts? Jalen giving roses. Oh no, I'm talking about Papa fine. What? And the hearts going up the screen. What is going on? Look how he's looking like, man, wait. Papa, they say you fine. Papa just looking at the camera. Yeah, get them hearts up there for my son. Keep going. There you go. They got us at 1K likes. Keep going. Stand up, Papa, so you can see how tall you is. Papa just got it. Papa doing anything that tall he is right now. You can't even see his head. He tall. He taller than my tripod. He tall. Nobody said, well, that Papa fine. That girl did just say Papa fine. I ain't gonna sit there and read the comments and lie. She right here on the lie. What I gotta lie for? They don't need to lie. But she said my son is a fine done. Slim, slim, slim. Fine done. Slim, slim, slim. Y'all know Papa fine. Damn, y'all, the comments, I can't read all the comments. Y'all going too fast. Now I know what's going on. Rut. How tall is Papa Daddy? Papa Daddy is
8'2".
I ain't know. Papa taller than his daddy. I don't know. He's taller than his daddy. Ooh, look at that sunlight. Yeah, he taller than his daddy. Hold on, what did that damn do? I'm saying he ain't got time to be on no live. Hello. Need to cook? Hi, Nana. Their dad has risen. Like they say.
You need to cook.
Yep, it's hot right now.
Who need to cook?
Do I work? Oh my God, no, y'all know I work. Y'all must don't look at my YouTube channel.
Need is a scratch.
Hello. And then when you woke up like that. Ready to be bad. You try to find something to get into. And I'm not playing. Bring that piece out the oven. Ready to get into something. Bring that pizza. I just bought it. Y'all can eat a slice of pizza. Y'all be good to go until I do. I haven't took out something to cook though. I know I got that roll. They got pizza right now. Fresh pizza, which they, fresh pizza. There you go. Right now, because 9 times out of 10, the babies and Aisha be the only one eating it. Elijah, he eats cereal noodles or something till I cook, but I cook every day. I'm just gonna cool off a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in that kitchen and I'm gonna cook. But till then, they got that pizza right there. Eat a slice of that and keep pushing. Pieces are cut small. I started doing that when somebody from TikTok told me that. They said, Nika, get the pizza double cut or get it in squares. And since I started doing it, I'm getting complaints. It's amazing how much complaints I get on certain things that I do, but I take other people's opinion, and run with it. Like, okay, they said you can get the piece of double cut or, get it in squares. And then when I do it, it's a problem. So, I don't know. Cause I mean, it's better for them because they ain't eat a whole slice anyway. If you cut, how many pieces come in the box? Did you do 8? If you cut it in half.
Girl, bye. They only get 1 slice of pizza. Girl, that is not enough. It was okay for you to do the double slice when they were smaller. Because, little kids, it is kind of hard for them to hold a whole slice of pizza. Like a little 3 or 4 year old. It's okay. That was okay. But ma'am, now they are older. Okay? They need 2 and 3 slices apiece. Okay? I understand that you sat up here and didn't know what you was doing and had all these kids or whatever. But you have to feed them properly. Okay, you don't see no other mom. Yeah, you might see other moms buy pizza, but you don't see no other moms on these apps with a lot of kids like you doing no double slice pizzas. Girl, bye. I want you to stop the shit that you do. It's just a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame that everybody else in the world sees what you're doing wrong, but you. But in my opinion, my personal opinion, I think that you do know what you be doing. You just don't care. You don't care if they have enough to eat. Long as your face is full and your belly is full and you is as big as a tick, you don't give a damn about those kids and what they eat. A slice of pizza for them is just good enough for you. And that's a shame. And that's another reason why people don't like you. You don't feed those kids enough. How many times do we have to keep telling you this? Okay? Those kids are on a beanies and weenies and rice and little $5 pizza, Little Caesars diet. Stop playing with us. Feed them.
Yeah, you right. You got a point, but I've been doing double cuts since somebody told me to do it. You want something to drink? I need something to drink. Hold on. I got a whole drink. I meant to grab it out the car and let it get cold. I'm gonna go out there and get some water bottles too. I'll go out there in a minute. Can you be a mod? Y'all didn't see me in a while.
I forgot he had those.
Yeah, they got mods on this account. I'm not. I think some of my mods up here. Yeah, it's been a
She does not know how to select a mod. Stop it.
Girl said in her video, Nika said I'm a good mother, blah, 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 whatever. Do I cook this and the third? I'm gonna feed those kids and mind my business. At the end of her video, she didn't have to say it like that because I never said nothing negative to her or about her. So I leave that way it stand. I texted in her comment section. I told her, first of all, I have no problem with you. I love your content. I just ask you, do you cook at any point? Because 9 times out of 10, I'm a mother. Yes, I cook a lot, and sometimes I don't cook. My kids eat out a lot, and most of the time my kids will eat pizzas a lot. And everybody.
Girl, bye. You just wanted some drama from that lady so you could get some of her damn views. Ain't nobody playing. You can't fool us, Nika, okay? But at the end of the day, you don't compete where you don't compare. And you were never compared to a woman that's a real mother, okay? Because you were the complete opposite. You don't care if those kids have enough food to eat. You wouldn't dare buy your kids a whole pizza by themselves. You wouldn't dare buy your kids a whole chicken, a 2-piece or 3-piece wing special by themselves. You would not dare buy your kids their own Chinese food plate with a side of rice by themselves. You would never do that. So you could never compare to this woman. Go and stop. Leave her alone. You just jealous because people want to react and, do commentary on her and not your sorry ass no more. We are tired of you. I know I am. Like I said, I'm switching up the content. I'm slowly but surely letting my audience know because I'm tired of reacting on you because you're not shit and you never will be shit. I'm sorry. I had to say it. And I'm tired of watching you, save the kids. But until you shift your mindset and want to do better, you will forever be in that situation and in those predicaments that you were in. Until you want to better yourself, you will continue to be able to work at the laundromat. Until you learn that those kids are older kids and that they need to be fed more, stay off this internet trying to compete with somebody. Dang, you could compete if you actually take your money and do the right things with it, but you don't. You don't do what you're supposed to be doing. You know for a fact, Nika, that you do not feed them kids right. Like, stop playing with us. In that video you told us that you do one slice of pizza was enough for them. We got it.
I would complain about Nika, that's not good for the kids, why they eat pieces and the third. It's always something that I do that's a problem. When somebody else do it, it's not a problem. And then if you go in somebody else's comment section, you don't see nothing bad coming up. You don't see anything like, oh, well, why you giving them kids all that fast food? Or why you not cooking this? Or why you not doing that? It's always, oh, I'm going to feed those kids. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Or a person just go out and buy food and they got a little bit of food on the plate. Oh, yeah, you're a good mom, blah, 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 blah. Everything on the internet is not always negative. It's not always positive either at the same time. It's always something somebody got to say about what I'm doing, and I'm not understanding how they may feel on things that I do as a mother. Like I say my kids eat 1 box of pizza and it's double cut. Oh, Nika, that's not enough portion of food. When y'all see me get on the stove and y'all see me slaving, y'all see me cooking. When I didn't have a job, y'all would get up there and say, well, Nika don't have a job. She's not working.
Nika, if you can find me what other mom on the internet that feeds their kids beanies and weenies and rice 3 times a week, I would give you $1,000. $1,000. Because you want to know why? It's not about what you get up here and show. It's what you show. Okay? You show those nasty baked pork chops, chicken legs, nasty macaroni, soupy, beanies and weenies and rice, and then spaghetti or either the kids some pizza. We already got you down pat of what we know that when you say that you're about to cook or that nasty salmon and rice. So when we hear that you're about to cook or you say, oh, I'm about to cook on live a little bit later on, we can guess out of one of those couple of meals that I just named which meal you're going to cook for the kids tonight. It's nothing never new. It's nothing ever fresh. It's not, and then you try to talk about Big Mama feeding her kids fast food every day. It's not that she feeds them fast food every day. It's the fact that she feeds them good, unlike
She can
you.
get a job and leave content creator stuff alone. I got a job. I'm working this job almost a year now. I haven't
You makes no money there with 10 kids. Stop playing.
getting on the camera, getting on my camera at work and showing y'all, different things that I do and talking to y'all about my job title and like how I deal with certain situations at my job and how I'm trying to keep a job for the sake of my children. I get judged by that too. So I mean, I'm not understanding what do y'all want me to do? Because I'm working and it's still a problem when you got somebody that's behind closed doors and they home making a YouTube video talking about me. So what does this person has to show for their sales or their kids or whatever if they're gonna go talk about me? So what is that I'm doing wrong for the world to hate me? It must be something I'm doing right because everybody coming after me about, oh, you talk about your baby with a soda or you did this. Y'all bringing up all that old negativity stuff that's in the past about a soda and the video went viral. The video would have never went viral or went out there if Latasha Kai never put it out there. So I mean, like, when a person doesn't resist or you don't really know who a person is or know anything about them until somebody else posted somebody else's video and then you go over there to their page and see what.
Nika, we know it takes you a little bit longer to, understand things than others. Just like you said, resist. You may exist, girl, bye. But listen, Monica Dom is about to break it down for you, okay? Now, listen very carefully, Shanika LaVon Grant, okay? Now, we're just gonna do a top 3. Now, the first one is you don't feed the kids enough food, okay? The second one is you don't give them any other choices of food. You just give them the same 5 nasty meals, okay? And then for 3, you don't have them clean on camera and their hair and stuff is never done. So hygiene. So let's just talk about it. You don't have enough food for them. With you having to feed 10 kids is not enough and it's nasty. And the fact that you have these kids on camera looking any kind of way, which means hair not done, dirty clothes. You know for a fact you work at a laundromat, but those kids be running around there in dirty clothes and clothes on for the same, like clothes on for 2 and 3 days. Like, absolutely not. Then you just want to sit around and be in and looking dirty and having those kids looking any kind of way and then trying to plaster them all on the internet. So you putting your kids on the internet looking any kind of way is what has made you get a lot of backlash as well. That's why people talk about you, honey. You know why people talk about you, and you have done nothing to change it. You have done nothing to say, okay, you cook two different little meals. Okay, wow. Keep it up. Dang. We tired of you getting on here selling them kids food stamps and then they sitting up over here looking po and hungry and always begging for food on camera. That's why people don't like you. People don't like you because normal moms don't treat their kids the way that you treat them. And that's what I'm starting to think, that the way you treat your kids, you think it's normal, and it's not normal at all. Normal people do not do that. Normal people get up every day, brush their teeth, wash their face, wash their body. You don't do that. Normal people get up every day and give their kids a bath and put them on new clothes and shoes and make sure their feet and stuff is clean, their hair is combed and washed. You don't do that. Normal people say, let's try a new restaurant today, or let me cook something different at home. Let me give the kids some fruits and vegetables. You don't do that. You just stick those kids in that hot apartment with a small bowl of that. It's not enough of beanies and weenies and rice or one slice of pizza while you are always out and about eating up fast food. That's why people don't like you. You don't treat your kids right. And for people that don't treat their kids right, I don't mess with them. I just don't like people like that. They be sorry, they be trifling, and they just don't blankly give a damn. And I don't like people like that. I like people who care about kids. That's why people talk about you. You don't care about the best interest of the child. You don't care about their well-being. The only thing you care about is you. Just like how you sat up there and got them $200 braids in, knowing that your kids needed back to school shoes and you only got 4 pair of shoes at City Trends the other day. Girl, stop playing with us and get it together. You know why folks don't like your ass.
You can judge on what you see or what you hear on your own. You don't have to go by what somebody else say. And that's what people do on the internet. They go by what somebody else has to say and they take it and run with it. But if you actually sit back and watch me and grow with me and learn me and get to know me, then you will understand me. And
Nika, we have, honey. You can stop saying that tired ass line, okay? Because we have already sat on the Beyonce's internet and YouTube in these YouTube streets for the past 7 years and have watched. Well, I've been watching you for about 2. So for the past 2 years, we have seen you. It's nothing has changed. Still beanies and weenies. Still one slice of double slice pizza. Still kids sleeping on the floor. You just not getting furniture in your home. Still beanies and weenies, like I said. Them still not having the proper shoes and clothes and they hair done and them looking decent like they should. It's still the same old radio. It's the same old station on the radio with you. You know? Like, stop playing. I don't play the radio. You hear me? Try something new. Try something different. You just like being stuck in your ways. You know how old people say that she's stuck in her ways. You are definitely stuck in your ways, but you got to understand that you have 10 children up under you that are evolving every day, and this world is evolving every day, and you cannot stay the same. Okay, you have to be okay with change. You have to change. You have to switch it up just a little bit. Just like how you thought that you could sit up in an apartment and only have you one bed and nobody else no furniture, and you and Naya a blow a bed and nobody else not have nothing and no bed. How did you think that was okay? That's why people don't like your ass.
Y'all always have a bad effect on how Nika Grant does what she does, or what she says, or how she says it, and then they take it and make it seem like I'm the negative person when I'm the positive person. And you can't put a positive and negative together, because it's not gonna bring nothing out of it but negativity. And I feel like I could be positive all day long. I can sit up here and say good things to people. I can see certain videos and react to it. Then here go the trolls. They coming in the comment section. Oh, Nika, you can't talk. Your kids dirty. Your kids ain't got no clean clothes. One thing I have to address right now, since I brought that up, is I work at a laundromat.
And what do that got to do with it?
I don't have to prove a point to nobody but my kids having clean clothes. But if I'm at the laundromat and I'm making content, I'm showing what I'm doing, and I'm showing that I'm washing my kids' clothes, how can you be so evil and judgmental on my kids don't have clean clothes when I work at a laundromat where there's wash machines, washing powder, and I make money to wash my kids' clothes? You're just talking just to be talking, because my kids have clean clothes. If my kids have on a big t-shirt, y'all run around the neck, oh, she got them kids running around with big clothes on. If that's somebody else, it's not a problem. Oh, he's so cute, or she's so cute. Oh, that's a nice shirt. Anything with Nika Grant? Or why that shirt so big? Or why she can't buy the kids clothes that size? Or why the kids have on one socks? Or why the baby hair look like that? Or why the kids go out like that in public? Or why she can dress like that? Or how she can dress like this? Or why she doing this? Or why she doing that? Everything is a why, a when, a where, a who, a how, and a whatever else they want to say. And I'm like, with social media, I've been doing this for so long to where it doesn't bother me anymore. To the point to where I'll be like, you know what? Let them talk. Because, I mean, regardless of what, if I choose to leave social media alone, I will. With people on the internet, they trolling. CPS is one thing they want to throw up in your face too as well. Like, oh, well, CPS gets involved. Somebody need to take those kids away from her. She don't need her kids. How would you feel if you was in my shoe as a parent, as a mother who loves your children and do whatever you can to protect your children, comes to you and say, oh, CPS need to take your children out of your home because you don't deserve those kids? That is something for somebody to come out their mouth and say. And for one, CPS has been involved in my life since I went viral on TikTok. Can't say the word famous because they hate the word famous. But since I went viral on TikTok, I have had CPS in my life ever since then. And it's always been an issue with everybody going back saying, oh, Nika kids got taken out of her care because of drugs or cement in the baby mouth from her brother, or negativity. First of all, cement, the word cocaine, crack, whatever you want to call it, marijuana, weed, however you want to call drugs itself, it's what y'all put out there. If I say cement, or if I say certain things, it doesn't mean that somebody put sperm in a baby's mouth. I gotta come out and clarify myself that people's going around saying dumb stuff when the time this stuff was in the air. Like, I said cement because I didn't want to say what it was, but when you call the
Nika, please stop playing with us, okay? You said what you said because you really didn't know what that word meant, okay? Stop it. Then people told you what they said and you jumped on here high as a kite and told your business. This is the shit you put out here. That's what I'm saying. You really live a life of, you live in delusions. You're delusional. You live in illusions and delusions. You're delusional as hell because you told us that the kids had that in their mouth, and then you proceeded to say rugs. What other rugs is there to name? Like, stop playing with us. You named all of them. You knew that your baby daddy was selling rugs, and you was in there doing them too. And then the kids got a hold of them. And then you tried to lie and say that some woman gave the kids some lace candy. Ain't nobody just gonna, like Vice said, ain't no person that do drugs like that just gonna be so quick to give nobody else none. Stop it. Honey, you see heads, they don't be wanting to go in 2020 with nobody to get no stuff. They be wanting to get that shit by themselves. So ain't nobody sitting up there sharing no drugs. Stop playing with us. You put this out here about your kids. You the one who jumped up on here and was thinking that you was doing story time on TikTok and told the whole world about your kids and embarrassed your kids and humiliated your kids. You did it first. So how you gonna get mad at us because people be jumping up on here saying stuff about your kids when you're the one who started it? You led the show. You were the ringmaster in all of this. You are the ringmaster of the circus. Don't get mad now. You know, if I was you at this point, I would just get off the internet. It's embarrassing for you. You can't handle it. You can't take it. Get off the internet. And I'm glad them people finally start telling you to stop showing them kids looking a mess on camera.
Drug lab, and they say there's nothing in these kids' mouth. Who is wrong? Who is the investigator?
Wrong. Everybody wrong but you.
Who's this? Who's doing all this stuff? What is going on? Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Pass it the knife. Pass it the knife. Go back that way. But at the end of the day, if I used to get onto my live where my children were not around and they were in the custody and say I'm fighting for my innocence and my right for my children and show the world what I was going through and how I was going through, how I was dealing with the situation, there should never been a point in somebody's mind or in their life to think that my children is going to be a target again and get taken away from me because of what they may feel or what they see on the internet. These kids are not wanting for anything. And CPS coming to this home.
Nika, please. Now you just saying stuff now. Stop it. You're just saying stuff to be saying stuff. Listen, let me tell you something. Your kids and you and your household, y'all definitely need a lot. For one, we could start with a bigger house. You need to go find you a little trailer like Big Mama and get you some property so all your kids can run outside and run wild. Because at this point, you have a jungle in that apartment. Let's be clear. And then for two, we could start by always making sure that they have their hair done and you having a proper stylist. That's what they need. Yeah, that's what they need. The kids don't want for nothing because they have so many needs. Like they need their hair done. They need to make sure that they're going to the dentist and the doctor properly. You need to make sure that they that you have their needs met when it comes to having them a bed and proper food and not spending up all their EBTZs because you want to sell somebody's motherfucking stops. That's all you know how to do. All you know how to do is every 10th of the month, you get these kids food stamps and then you sell their food stamps and then they don't have no food to eat. And then you all of a sudden, they don't want for nothing. DSS can come up in this house right there. Girl, you know, if DSS came up over there, you would croak. Stop playing with us. Like, stop playing with us, Nika. You act like you have all the sense and don't have no sense at all. I've never understood and seen a person like you before. Like I said, your kids need a lot before they want something. And like you said, that they got some beds. We never seen them kids with no damn beds. Stop playing with us. Where is the beds at? That's what I'm trying to figure out. They need a bed. They need better food.
I let them in just the way it is. Like right now, there's a little piece of paper on the floor, clothes on the floor. If they knock on the door, come on in. You're welcome because, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be fake and say, okay, I'm going to run and clean up because y'all here? Y'all came unexpected. So if you want to come on in, you want to say hello to these kids, fine. I have nothing to hide. These kids don't want for nothing.
Girl, bye. So I seen in one of the videos that DSS had popped up over there. I can't really remember which one it was. If you guys know which one it is, send it to me in my email, please. Or send me the clip. Thank you. But listen, Nika, they're doing pop-ups. I'm so glad that they're finally doing pop-ups. Like I said, whoever been calling down there, they finally got the caseworker to go to the house to see what was really going on. And I'm so happy. And I wonder, was she trying to peek to see if Papa was still there or whatever the case may be? We don't know. We don't know why DSS is popping up over there at the house now. What y'all think? Drop down in those comments and let me know. Why do y'all think that now all of a sudden DSS is doing pop-ups over there? Wow. They're trying to see what's going on in that household finally. About time. Dang, what they been at?
That's that TikTok stuff again. Anyways, these kids don't want for nothing. And I just feel like,
girl, by them kids can't even get a single Happy Meal by themselves. Stop playing with us.
Really know who I am and really grow with me, then they will understand me. Just like I said, I just don't understand. Like, they feel like the state's supposed to come in and take kids away from the mother.
They need to, because you just don't treat them right.
Because
I'm
of something
sorry.
they feel like they're not happy about. They feel like something they cannot see. And I've been trying my best to keep my kids off camera as much as possible. That still doesn't work either, because at the end of the day, they're going to still try to find something to talk about, something to call about, something to report about. Go back over there. And it's not fair for them. And it's not fair for me, because as a mother, a single mother, I'm trying to make money to, take care of what I need to take care of for them, to have a roof over their head, food in their mouth, clothes on their back, shoes on their feet, and lights for them to see, and water for them to wash, and a car for them to ride in when we need to go places. And I'm not understanding why a lot of these people on the internet just sit there and bring down other mothers.
Girl, by that beep, jeep, them kids is barely in it. They can barely fit in it. And when they all are in the car, it's just not good. It's a safety issue, a safety concern. Okay? Yeah, they might have food in their stomach, as you say, beanies and weenies and rice. And you don't think that anything is wrong with you feeding those kids beanies and weenies and rice 3 to 4 times a week. Girl, bye. Something is wrong with you in your mind, and it's just not right. You don't treat kids right. I'm sorry. The majority of these people get up here and tell you every day what you do wrong. And you know what you do wrong. You know you don't treat them kids right. Stop playing with us. And then you take their food stamps and you sell them so you can have fast food in your stomach. How does that work? So you spend the EBT benefits. You act like you always so broke and poor when you're not. I mean, might be a little bit lower income, but you have enough money. You have help from the state to where when you do get your money and your checks, you're supposed to spend it on the kids, but you don't do that. You spend the money on yourself. You spend the money on your shoes from City Trends, your outfits from City Trends, your hair. You don't spend the money that you're supposed to be spending on those kids. So don't get up here and try to preach to us like you're just some holier than thou, wonderful, fit parent, because you're not. Fit parents don't have multiple DSS cases. I'm sorry. They just don't. They just don't do that. And then you try to say that you done had all of these allegations since TikTok. That is absolutely not true, and you know that. You try to sound so smart, but are so dumb, and it makes no sense. Stop playing, bro. You have sat up here and played with these kids for the past 21 years and thought that it was okay. You played with your older 2 kids. Now they don't know how to have proper sources to go out there and fend for themselves and take care of themselves by themselves. They don't know. They have no idea. You were supposed to train your older kids up to be self-sufficient and independent. But I forgot, you're not independent yourself. You're dependent, Nika. You're not no independent, Nika. Independent women have their own jobs and businesses to where they pay their own bills. They don't get government food stamps. They don't get Medicaid. They don't have any of that. They don't get somebody helping them pay with their rent. That's dependent. That's dependent on the government. You're not independent, Nika. I'm sorry. And the things that you just listed off that you have for those kids, lights and water, they barely even use the water to bathe. You don't make sure. And then when you do bathe them, allegedly, you're bathing them with Ajax, allegedly. Yeah, you might have water, but it's just don't look right. All I'm saying. You know you could be doing better by those kids, but you give them the bare minimum. With the bare minimum, when we say bare minimum, Nika, we mean that you don't really give them any good food to eat and enjoy. Because you say that that's what they like. No, it's not. Those kids have told us plenty of times that it's nasty. It tastes like soap. It's salty. It just is nasty. They don't want it. I'm sorry. And you know this. Stop playing. You didn't have them no proper beds, so you just think that you're supposed to get a spot and let the kids just sleep on the floor. As long as they got a little blanket, it's okay for them to use some dirty clothes as a pillow. Girl, stop. Then you keep bragging sometimes, I work at the laundromat. So those kids don't never have on no proper shoes and clothes. It's just always looking wrong.
And that's one thing I don't like either. I can see, when I used to talk to Jazzy Life, and I used to, see old girl
Po mouth beggar too, just like you.
out there, they always try to bring down the mothers. If you ain't a mother, then you will never understand what it's like to be a mother until you become a mother. And that's exactly how I feel. If a person on the internet ain't not a mama, and you ain't never had a child, and you may help raise a sibling or whatever, you ain't a mother till you give life to a baby and really see what it's like to watch that child grow up and become an adult stage.
That was a sneak diss on Nia. Nia do need to shut up. How you gonna be insulting a woman that you live with your kids? Like, stop playing and be for real. You sound like a clown when she be trying to insult Nika to how you have all these kids. Da, da, da. We glad that you didn't follow the cycle to have all those kids, because you can barely take care of yourself, let alone a child, just like Nika. All you do, Nia, is wear black all day, and you barely can keep a job. So yeah, you definitely don't need no child. Let's be clear on that. You don't know how to go fill out for nothing unless it's something with the government for food stamps for your mom. Yeah, continue to lay over there on your mama eating up her food, them kids' food stamps, and shut up sometimes. Thank you. Because you're 21 and you don't do anything that a 21-year-old does. And we're so happy that you decided not to procreate like this one here. We don't need any more children like that running around. I'm sorry. Yeah, stay your ass over there in the corner being Nika's chauffeur. Thank you.
In my household right now today, that if I was a bad parent, or if I wasn't the type of parent that they wanted to be around, you think my oldest kids gonna be in this house with me? No, they would have been unpacked their bags and they would have been done left.
They have no choice. Let's be real. Where are they gonna go? They don't have no worth ethics. They don't have no experience. They don't know how to talk to people barely. Nia really don't. All she know how to do with somebody is have a nasty attitude, because she's been in there around you and having to deal with all of that trauma. She don't know how to act in the real world. Taquan, he be higher than a Georgia pine, so he don't know what really be going on either. Them kids don't know how to be self-sufficient and go outside and really live on their own. They don't know how to do that. And then if he is at his grandma's house, the grandma probably be like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. And he's so lazy from doing nothing that he don't know how to cope when he's around other people. And, from my understanding, Papa's daddy, Boo, he be working on cars and stuff like this. So it look like he is kind of in the community, always on the go. Papa, why you not out there with your daddy trying to help fix a car so you can get some more coin? You up in the house with Nika babysitting, being smoking, being lazy. All of y'all are lazy and trifling over there. I'm sorry. Stop being so lazy and stop being so trifling. And things would be proper in that house, but they're not. Nothing that you do is correct or proper.
That's when y'all say, oh, Nika got a hold on Nia, or Nika got a hold on Papa, or Nika got this. It's not that. If my kids don't want to be around me, and if I'm a bad mother, don't step back. I tell you, go step on that. And if I'm a bad mother, then they will show that. They will show that. They wouldn't be here. So I thank the Lord to have all 10 of my beautiful children alive and breathing, because so much happening in the world now, and these hard-headed ass boys of mine don't want to listen, and girls too. So I thank God for everything He has done for me and my children. Thank the Lord that we are back together as one, because I was posting videos on my Instagram last night when the kids were taken into custody. And when I got them back, it was the best feeling in the world. But at the same time, I had to adapt on trying to get them back used to being home and being with their mother. And it was hard for me to do that. And I feel like the system is no place for no child to be at. No child at all. So I feel like I don't come on social media so many times and seen certain things and hear certain things, and I don't never address it because I don't have the time to address negativity when I feel like people feel like they know everything when they really don't know, to be honest.
And you don't know anything either. You don't know how to feed them. You don't know how to bathe them. You don't know how to clothe them. But you're a mother. I'm a mother before anything. Girl, bye. You're a BAD mom. I'm sorry. Yes, Monica Dome said it. Maybe if you learn how to be nicer and feed the kids decent meals and bathe them and have them looking presentable and teach them stuff other than saying the B word and bad words all the time, maybe we could get somewhere. And then as far as don't nobody want to see no mom being separated away from her kids. But if the mom is not treating the kids right, yes, we do. Because kids don't deserve to be put through what you have put them kids through with essay, with children being hungry. I have to be careful what I say. Children being hungry. Having all these men up in your house around your kids. Even when you had Hayward in your house, why was Hayward around your two smaller kids, Naya and Papa? Like, come on now. You need to think about some stuff that you do before you get up here and say it on this camera. You don't know anything. You don't know how to do anything. You didn't even properly know how to register them kids in school. H didn't go to school till he was about 5 or 6 years old. Stop. What you mean? It's you. It's not nobody else. The whole world can't be wrong and you be right, Nika. Like, stop it. You need to do better, for real. Okay? Dang, you act like you be doing so much for these kids and barely be doing enough. You don't barely do enough. Every year they go to school with no clean clothes on, really. Having on anything. Clothes be dingy, dirty looking, stained out. Stains all over them. Blue jeans be high waters too short. Shirts be little. Get your household in order this year. That's all we saying. Let's see you get your household in order. And then once you start doing better things, you will get a better outcome in these social media streets. Okay? That's just it. It's no gray area. Okay? It's either black or white. You're going to either do right or you're not. And if you're not going to do right, yeah, you do need to go ahead and give them on up. Because you can't keep things in order. You barely don't even want to feed them right.
Like eating out of a dustpan, I heard that. Like, where did you see eating out? Show proof that you see a baby of mine eating out of a dustpan. You feel what I'm saying?
Here is the proof that you need. Here's the proof that you need. Do you remember that, sweetheart? Yeah.
Everybody believe it anyway.
Yeah, they're going to believe it. But if you seen it, you show me. You show me that you see my baby eating out of a dustpan. You show me some of the things that I'm doing. If you can show the proof that my baby was eating out of a dustpan, then you got me. Because for one, that is sick and nasty. And that's disgusting to make a child eat out of a dustpan. I mean, when I heard that, I was destroyed by that. Like, what in the world is this girl saying? But anyways, she must be got no kids. If she do, she just sloppy seconds herself. But anyways, some of these...
Girl, bye. Now, we just showed you the proof. In that video, you kept sleeping like you didn't know what was going on. See, that's how I know that you don't be cleaning up over there. Because if you was cleaning up over there and you swept floors daily and all the time, as a mom should be in the house doing, considering that she has 10 kids, you would have noticed that dustpan, sister girl. But you didn't because you don't clean up. You barely wash your ass. So we know that you're not in that house cleaning excuse me, I'm trying to wash my cleaning up. So stop playing. The only one that is look bad is you. You the one who jumped up on here, thought that you was doing something, and then embarrassed your whole family and your whole life. Like I said, if I was you, I would get off social media. You have completely embarrassed yourself. You have embarrassed these kids. It's embarrassing. That's what you have done. And then you talking about some... If y'all can show the proof, y'all got me. Ma'am, you get up over here on Beyonce's internet and you record your neglect every single day. Every day you do. And we have a lot of picture receipts and text receipts, video receipts on you. We do, because guess what? You recorded it and we watched. We watched for the world to see you feed your kids beanies and weenies and rice every other day. We seen we seen that you showed the world that your kids sleeping on the floor when you was laying up in the bed. We seen that you showed that those kids are barely ever have their hair done. We have videos of Naya saying that she's not waking up doing no kids' hair every day. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, we do have the videos and the receipts. Should we proceed?
And the ones that are mothers and doing right by their kids is a good thing. Because you got a lot of these mothers now out here taking these children's life just for the pettiest things that they do or say. Not even what they do or say. Probably just because they just want to be an evil parent. And you can't be like that. God blessed me with my 10 kids. Yeah, I might get frustrated angry with my children all day long, but I never put my hands on them. It's like I told the CPS worker when they got involved. When they first got involved, I don't touch my children. All I do is yell at them. Yes, I yell at my kids. I'm supposed to yell at them. I don't touch them. I don't whip them with nothing like this. A belt. I don't hit them with nothing. Not even my bare.
Nika, stop. That's how you went viral. See, I can't put that video up here. You know what I'm saying? Because it show bad stuff on it. And don't nobody want to see that. Don't nobody want to see no woman putting her hands on her daughter. Like, stop playing with us. You know that video that you went viral behind? The one where you was putting your hands on Leah because she had dropped Lena. Girl, you tell lie after lie. And that's another reason why people don't like you, because you always getting up on here telling all these unnecessary lies. Stop lying. This is what you should not do. Let me tell you something, Nika. This would have went a lot better if you would have jumped on here and you would have said, yes, I take accountability for my kids going into DSS. Yes, I take accountability for me not being the best mom. Yes, I take accountability for, me not having my kids proper on camera all the time. And I'm working on that. I'm trying to be a better mom. No, it has not been easy for me. Yes, I've been through a lot of stress, drama, trauma, depression, anxiety. Yes, my kids' dads or whatever ran off on me. And I'm a single mom trying to make it happen. We would have respected you more if you would have did that. But you keep getting up on here telling all these unnecessary lies, acting like you're not doing this and you're not doing that. Well, like I said, you're the main ringleader. You're the ringmaster of all this. You're the ringmaster of your circus that you created. And you do need to change your brand because it do look bad. Everybody else is, and then you wonder why your numbers can't really hit like that. Yeah, on TikTok, but TikTok really don't. I mean, they pay, but not like how YouTube pays. Okay? You do need to try to clean stuff up and redeem yourself. I'm glad that you've been taking the kids and doing what you need to be doing with them. You should have been doing it. And like I said, next, been doing okay, but we want to see where those kids have beds with proper pillows and sheets and not living in there so unsanitary and dirty all the time. That's what we want to see. Yeah, you've been taking them to the doctor and the dentist, and yeah, you tried to make a little sub plate for them or whatever. But ma'am, that's not enough, Nika, and you know it. Those kids need more than enough. Stop it. All kids do. All kids deserve to grow up in healthy environments, to be fed healthy food. To have a parent that actually cares about their health. You don't care about your health, so you don't really care about theirs. And that's just very sad. You don't bathe your body, so you don't think that they need to bathe. You don't eat healthy, so you don't think that they need to eat healthy. You don't clean up, so they think that they don't have to clean up. It's all behind what you portray, what you do. Your kids are following you. So if they see that you don't jump in the shower for 2 or 3 days, you think that they are? No. No, they're not. They see that you barely comb your hair with that little poof on top of your head. That's why Kylie think that it's acceptable for her to walk around like that. And it's not. Stop it. Get your house in order. And take accountability for your actions and things that you have done in the past. By first admitting, say, hey, yes, I know I did that wrong. Yes, my brand didn't look good. Yes, I was learning along the way and I was hurt and I was depressed. But hey, you know what? I'm going to jump up and I'm going to try to do better. You see that people keep talking about your food. Why don't you try to get a cookbook and learn new recipes? Simple ones to where you don't have to cook on the stove all day. Because you want to know why? You are stuck in your ways with doing things the wrong way. And so at this point, that's all you know. And then when people try to tell you something in the black community amongst women, you don't want to listen. You say that we're tearing you down and all of this, but let one of them YT caseworkers or them people come over there and the government have to tell you what to do. Why should the government have to tell you how to raise your kids and what to do with your kids? Why do they have to do that? Because you know why? You're not doing it right. They seen that you are very unfit and that you need help. Learn how to take corrective criticism, accept the help, and do better by those children. They don't deserve to have a mom that does not care about their health, their well-being, or their appearance. Dang, you be sitting up here acting like you have all the sense and don't have a clue. You're completely clueless. I mean, completely clueless. Airhead at its finest. Get it together.
I might pop, but I don't spank my kids. I don't do nothing to my kids. All I do is yell. And yelling don't do no good because they don't even move. They don't flex. They don't care.
They don't care because, once again, like I said, you don't care. You're going to have to get up When you get up before you leave that house, you need to say, hey, boom, everybody get up. Here's towels. Here's wash rights. Everybody take a bath. Okay. We're going to start with the bath. Then we're going to, after you get out the tub, kids, line up. Everybody gets their toothbrush. You need to be a little bit more hands on instead of just sitting down yelling every day and then just thinking that you can fix a big pot of beanies and weenies and rice and that the environment and the setting is good. No, it's not. You don't understand that food has, I'm gonna put it like this, and so I can break it down for you, because you don't understand when we say things like nutrition and vitamins. You don't understand stuff like that. So I'm gonna put it like this. Say you have your little Jeep, right? And you keep putting, they're telling you that you have to put gasoline in your car. Now, the body represents the car, okay? So they keep telling you this car requires 93 gas, okay? And you go to the pump and you put kerosene in your car. You don't think that that's going to tear your car up. Okay, exactly. So therefore, you only feeding these kids beanies and weenies and rice. It's not giving them any protein, any energy. That's why they don't want to get up and do the things that they're supposed to do in that house, because they don't have any energy. You get energy from food sources. See, that don't comprehend to you. I know. But like I said, you feeding them the wrong foods is like you putting bad gas in your car. Do you get that? Dang. Get up and say, hey, let's clean up. Everybody clean up, clean up. Everybody clean. You know how you like to sing, make y'all a little clean up song. Hell. Learn how to be more hands-on active instead of running outside all the time trying to avoid them. If you were more hands-on with them, they would not do the things that they do. I'm sorry. And then you talk about the older two kids. Some older two kids have wrecked vehicles, ran off on rugs, doing all types of things. So that just lets us know it's you. It's you.
Like I tell them, I'm making memories and history for them. When they get older, something happened to me, God forbid. You know, they'll have this, social media thing to look back at. Like, my mama was, a content creator. She used to love recording videos. Videos of us when we small, growing up, whatever. I mean, I choose to keep doing social media. I choose to keep recording and doing content creation. Thank you for all the hearts.
And they're going to be so embarrassed. It's not like, how a mom shows your kid pictures. And you're like, oh, those were so cute. But it's embarrassing. No. This right here is on a whole nother level with these kids. They're going to see how they were eating out of dustpans for the world to see. They're going to see how you talked about them being essayed. They're going to see how the world talked about them not being groomed and clean and stuff. They're going to grow up and say, damn, my mama really didn't take good care of us when we were little. But let you tell it you're doing the best that you can, but you're not, Nika. You could be doing so much more. You always try to one-up your kids. You don't never do right. Like that $200 hairdo you had, you could have went and bought the other 4 kids some shoes, but you didn't want to do that. That's not what you wanted to do. That's not your concern. Those kids looking good, smelling good, being good, that's not none of your concern. And like what they were saying in the comments, Nika, you go and buy what you want and you beg for what you need. That's exactly what you do. Like how you get up on here trying to do all this dry begging of you being a single mother. No, ma'am. You were gifted and blessed with some platforms to get money off of, and that's why you getting all this backlash, because see, God don't like ugly, and you've just been not being a so pleasant person to be around. All you do is sit around and talk about your baby daddy and his situations and his life. That man is outside living in nice houses that look clean and decent to me. You should be trying to do the same for yours. Like I said, we could start with some baths first, so that way everybody could look clean and nice and neat and not be smelly. Okay? Then you can start organizing those kids' clothes right, so you don't have to get up in the morning rushing trying to and putting on clothes out of the trunk. Have they stuff in order. Have they outfits. Say, hey, boom, this is 10 outfits. That's okay if you have the Goodwill mix and match. Go to Five Below. Hell, you can get a lot of graphic tees for $5. Go get the boys a lot of little black t-shirts, because white don't really work in your house. So get you some black t-shirts, a whole bunch of them. Them little shirts ain't nothing but $1 at Roses. Stop playing. Get your shit in order.
All the gifts too as well. I appreciate all the things that God have put in my life, because like I told y'all, with my book being,
you should, and not take things for granted, because it's not always going to be there
on the internet. And me and Nia taking our time to get it out there. I'm gonna get an editor to do everything over once I get the money to get an editor to rewrite that whole book over and get everything, back, where it need to be at.
I mean, that's understandable too. I mean, if you really want me to help you with your book, I'm really good at stuff like that. I actually wrote a little journal on Amazon. I sure did. I know how to create a book for Amazon. All you got to do is just learn how to put your stuff do it proofread first. Okay? Get somebody that's really smart around you. Like I said, you can send the prints to me. I won't leak them. I'll actually help you edit it. Nobody really wants to see you, Nika, go through these things that you go through with your kids. But it starts with you first. You have to start treating them better. And maybe the world will catch on. And once you start doing better, more positive things, maybe the world will catch on and start, treating you better in those comment sections. But until then, you're just going to keep getting all these negative comments. The food's nasty. It doesn't look appealing. Kids don't look right. You're selfish. You're greedy. You're going to keep getting all of those things. Okay? And I understand, when you be eating on your little videos and stuff, it does bring in, the ads for the commercials, things like that. So that's kind of good that you do that. I get that. But everything else, baby girl, that ain't it. You need to go find another influencer, another content creator, as you say, and copy them. Because what you doing is not right at all. It don't look right. It's never been right. The whole time you've been up here in these social media streets. Just not right. Sorry.
My book is what they use against me. Before I get off the line, I got to address that. My book is what they use against me. And now I feel like that's not fair, because when I recall saying that my brother was, my uncle or whatever, they try to use that against me to say, my son was whatever to my daughter and whatever else. And that was just sick and nasty for somebody to say something like that, because first of all, that's not what's going on in my household. And second of all, you just got to be out of your mind to even think something so nasty of that nature about siblings. And that's just what they use out of my book. And they also use against me with Leah. They be like, oh, you this, that, and third with Leah. I have no favoritism in this household. Some things that have been addressed in my home, when my children came back home, I can't say what it was. But I know once you have spoken outside of your heart into another heart, basically, it stays with you. You forgive a person, but you never will forget on what a person has said to you. And one thing about in my household is I remind my kids when they have done something wrong or when they say something wrong, to remind them the things that you say. You have to be mindful on how you're going to say it, because for one, I'm your parent. I'm not your friend. I'm here to teach you, love you, grow with you, show you the way, show you what this world is like. So it's like some of the things I go through in my household with my children, I just feel like some might stay in the nest and some might leave. But if they make that choice on their own to go out into that world on their own, I'm going to pray for nothing but the best for them. And always tell them they're welcome to come home. So it's just a lot I went through with my kids when they came back home, and I can't really say what it was and how it was, but it just was very disrespectful towards me, my home, and I have been threatened. I have been cursed out by my child, and I feel like if I had the authority to want to put it on the net and let y'all see exactly what was being said, what was going on, I could have did that, and it could have been out there where the world would see. Well, dang, that's what Nika going through behind closed doors. I don't show everything, but I always say on my Instagram, if you ever go on my Instagram, most of the time in the mornings I will post a picture of me, going to and from and coming back. And sometimes I would just say good morning, Bookies, but most of the time in my little bubble box over my head on Instagram, I would get up there and say what's the first thing on my mind. And sometimes the first thing that be on my mind is praying. Like praying when I wake up, thank the Lord to be alive, or, trying to get money, or, focusing on the main things in my life right now, which is my children, or, trying to live life, because you only live once. So I just feel like a lot of things that I go through in my life is because of me, but sometimes I feel like it's not because of me. Then I'll be like, you know what, if I never was the type of person to be on the internet and a social media influencer, then where would I be at today? Like, would I still be doing the things I've been doing, not focusing?
Nika, please, now you trying to compare your brother's essay story to your own household. Wow, that is so delusional. Now, my question is, now this has kind of been a question in the back of my mind this whole time. You know, why did Papa have to leave the house for so long? Okay. And Vice Santos is actually knew Nika. And Vice Santos is the one who told us the story about Nika and what was really going on in that household. Okay. Now, my thing, a lot of people did ask, well, if that happened, why is he not in jail? We don't know. Okay. We just don't know. I don't know how like I said, Vice Santos told us that. Now, she said that she knew Nika. She knew Nika's dealer, which was her cousin. And she told us the story. But also, Nika, you did tell us, too, that the kids they found, you know, the emen in the kid's mouth. You remember that? And rugs in their system. So how did we do that? How did we do that? They're not just going to take your kids if they didn't find anything. That's what they found at that time. And they also said that the kids were not being fed enough, which you're still doing. You're still not feeding them enough. And I pray and hope that Papa really didn't do that. You know? I really hope so, because that is sick and twisted. But Vice Santo told us that. That's what she told us. She told us that Papa was removed from the house because Leah went to school because she was having issues with, you know, incompetency and doing things to herself. And she went and told and spoiled the beans. And they say on the word on the curb is that's why you don't like Leah like that. Because she told the deep, dark, dirty secrets. And if that's the case, you can't get mad for your child telling what was really happening to her. You can't get mad at that. See, like I said too, where was all these kids when you was laying up having other kids? Them people been seeing and hearing you do nasty things. Those kids have been hearing that. That's not nothing you knew. Because see, we really don't know what you do off of this camera at night, but we have a good idea. We have a great idea of what you do. And so those kids have seen what you did. Once again, this is on you. Everything that you have created when behind Shanika Grant's name, it's because of you. Now, I don't know how true the essay thing is. But like I said, what are people to expect? If you think about it, who was the other man that you had in your household at this time? Ask yourself that question too. And like she'll always say, oh, how y'all know it wasn't Hayward? Well, if it was Hayward, Hayward would be in jail. Hayward would not be able to see his kids. And if that's the case, why you didn't tell the judge that you have, you know, issues with him seeing his kids because of that? But all of a sudden, Papa had to go out the house for 4 years, but none of the other kids was removed. Sounds very fishy. It really does. But like I said, even if he was doing that to his siblings, he got it from you. Maybe it run in the blood. We don't know, but it's just very strange.
You know, making videos or reaching out to the world, talking to them about how I feel about certain things or whatever. A lot of us vent to social media to release a lot of stress or talk about the things that we go through in our life.
And that's where you went wrong. That's exactly where you went wrong. Always trying to get up here with this camera. That camera is really going to get you in trouble one day. You need to get off social media.
And I feel like that's what I do sometimes. Like I'm still up here talking to y'all right now. I haven't stopped talking yet. You know, I've been out to social media when I feel like, you know, I want to talk about certain things or I want to, you know, get away from that little thing that's going on in my mind. Like, that just about it. Other than that, I just be work, home, cooking, cleaning, running behind my kids all day.
Girl, please stop acting like you are such a good mom. I cook, I clean. What are you cooking? What are you cooking? Nasty food, sloppy food, food that does not look good, food that you be baking in aluminum foil pans. Yuck. Rice. I know them kids is tired of rice. Dang, but let you tell it. Let's not forget bingo. Let's not forget all those fast food restaurants chasing behind D. Girl, bye. It's funny how you have on this robe trying to act like you're such a stay-at-home good mom. Girl, bye. We see straight through your lies. All you do is lie after lie after lie. And them lies catch up with you. Every time you tell a lie, it always catches up with you. And we show the receipts and we show the proof. Simple.
Bingo is one of my hobbies. Yes, singing is one of my hobbies. Just being Shanika Grant is amazing because it just that title of that name, Shanika Grant, it goes so far. When I see it, I'll be like, wow. And it's not that, it's Miss Nika, but people on the TikTok app, when you type in Nika, my videos are popping up.
See, my thing is, yes, you might have a platform, but ma'am, you really don't have no real money in life. Your platforms did not do you any justice over these years. Most people, when they get platforms like this, their life change for the better. Unlike you. When you got all that money, you refused to go get beds. You waited on CPS to do it. When you got those checks from social media, you refused to buy the kids better food. Other people had to buy it. When you got those checks, you didn't go get those kids' hair done and buy them new outfits, but you sure didn't do that for yourself. This is what we're talking about. You put yourself before anybody else. You're very selfish. And you need to stop. How is a woman with 10 kids selfish? And then this is why people say that you don't deserve to have those kids because you don't treat them right. And you know you don't. You just don't, Nika. You know you don't. You let them go outside looking any kind of way with their hair not done. You don't care. And cooking for you is more like a science experiment, a science project. Because you be in that kitchen just mixing and matching and mixing up stuff that nobody has ever seen or heard about before. And like I said, you don't see any other women on social media feeding their kids that has a large family, beanies and weenies and rice and 5 to 6 chicken nuggets from McDonald's. No, you don't. You don't see those women. When those women got their platforms, they took off. I can put about 4 names in this video of 4 moms that have 10 kids and they live nothing like you.
So it's like, wow, I'm there. Like, this is really me that they're talking about. Oh, this is me in my kitchen cooking. Oh, this is me doing this. And I'm like, damn, it's not you typing Shanika Grant on TikTok. It's like you typing Nika or Miss Nika, and there I am. I pop right up. So, I mean, I'm somebody to somebody. So, I mean.
See, that's the thing. You think that this YouTube social media platform fame, it's gotten to your head, but where has it really gotten you? Because you're still sitting in an apartment that's really dirty. You got a donated couch. So all this fame and money and stuff like that, what are you really doing with it? What are you really doing with it? What are you doing? Drop down in those comments and let me know. This woman is such a celebrity but don't have nothing. You don't even have a washer and dryer in your apartment. Stop it. What celebrity rich person you know don't have a washer and dryer in their house? What celebrity rich person you know feeds their kids beanies and weenies and rice every 2 to 3 days? You're known for all the wrong things. When people look up Shanika Grant, they see unfit, neglectful. She treats the kids wrong. She doesn't feed them right. Those kids, she doesn't bathe them correctly. They're not groomed. They don't have beds. They don't have furniture. They don't have anything because of you letting this TikTok, YouTube status get to your head. And a lot of other only moms that really get talked about real bad is the bad moms. Like you. Yeah. Get a clue. You're nowhere near famous. Sorry.
Thing too, to see that I got my true supporters, my real supporters on my side. And that are supporting us through our journey on all our platforms. And I appreciate all the views, the likes, the comments. Because I'll be trying on my Instagram.
But I'm not gonna lie, Nika, you really could have went far. You really could have went far if you would have showed treating those kids right on camera. But baby girl, you done messed up, nigga. It's over with. No matter how many new meals you cook, no matter how many clothes you buy, no matter how many shoes you get for the kids, no matter if they got big king size beds apiece, people will always remember what you said about your kids and your family. People will always remember the videos that you shown, just like how people were so quick to go find that receipts of Kara eating out of the dustpan. When people type your name in, your name don't ring bells, baby. Your name ring hell. Your name ring evil. Your name rings dirty, delusional, never clean, not doing the right thing, neglectful towards kids. Okay? She told us that her kids were SA'd. All she do is talk about her baby daddy. That's what you are known for. You're not known for anything good. And at this point, if I was you, I would have been so embarrassed. I would have never made another TikTok or YouTube video ever again. But unlike you, you have no shame. And stuff like that don't bother you. Because as long as Shanika Lavon Grant can get what she needs for her body, her situation, and her stomach, she could never care about those kids. Well, you guys, that is the end of the video. It's your girl, Monica Dome, back with Monica Dome Reactions. Get in the dome so I can let y'all know what's going on. But listen, you guys, Nika has no clue. She never has and she never will. She's told multiple lies, lie after lie after lie. And she thinks that the way that she treats her kids is suitable and acceptable. And it's not. Okay? That woman is very delusional and she needs to stop living in La La Land. And like I said, those kids do need some help over there because she's just not doing it right. And she will never care because this one here really needs to get a clue. Get it together, Nika. Monica Dome.